So we've been running playback at my church. If you haven't known, if you haven't been around the channel, I just switched from Ableton to playback, and I'm leading at a D now this weekend, which is kind of cool, but it's the first time that we've had to be two different places at once. So the people who are leading at my church this weekend, when I'm gone, are using our playback system. But I want playback at the D now I'm leading at because I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. So I have another iPad, and I just wanted to take this opportunity in this video to show you how to hook everything up. The gear that I've purchased, hopefully it works, to show you how to get sound from the iPad to the sound system, to your ears, and all that kind of stuff. So here's what we got. First, we have an iPad, obviously, with playback on it. Then we have this interface. I got the M Audio M-Track Duo. I'm gonna open that. Never used it, hopefully it works. I got it because it was budget. And then the very all-important USB-C to digital AV multi-port adapter. This is very important because it allows you to have, you can do HDMI with it too if you want, but that's not what we're using. We're using the regular USB out, and we're also going to be able to charge our iPad at the same time, so you don't have to worry about the iPad dying. That's why this one is important. Let's unbox this stuff. I'll hook it up and show you every step. This is going to go to our interface. This is going to be where the charger for the iPad plugs in, and our iPad is the iPad Pro that has the USB-C on that end right there. What I was looking for in an interface is just something inexpensive that has enough ins and outs that we would need. And since we are just running two channels, click and guide on one and everything else down the other, that's all I need. This should be sufficient. Don't eat these. On the top, it has channel 1, channel 2, just like a regular interface, headphone out, and monitor. This is where your instrument would go in, line level instrument. Pretty nice. It's got the dual jacks. You can do XLR or 1/4 inch, phantom power on and off, headphone, and different ways you can monitor. I bought this. This is not sponsored. Just wanted to show you what I got. On the back, USB and our main outs. So in theory, iPad would go here. This goes into the iPad. Let me get the charger. It's charging. Nice. So that works. That's good. Now we should be able to come out here, USB. Always do it wrong the first time. That should power this. Boom. I just saw some lights flicker, which is, yep, it's being powered. Good. Now audio should go through that, and I just need to come my two outputs to my studio monitors or to my other interface over there, just so we can hear it. So what I've done now is I've come out the back, left and right, with two instrument cables that would just go into the direct box on stage, or a stereo direct box. One for cues and loop, no, one for click and cues, and the other one for all the loops and stuff. So let me turn this on and see what we got going on. Are you connecting a pair of headphones? If you switch devices, you can update this section. It's another device. So we need to go to our settings just to make sure. So up here, settings, we can check out our audio device. It has recognized this. It just says other audio device. Now we just need to make sure that our ins and outs are good to go. 1 and 2, everything looks right. Should be able to push play and we'd hear something. I'm getting sound.
Intro, 2, 3, 4. Verse.
It is my
2,
inputs.
3, 4.
Oh, I needed to set it to USB.
Chorus.
And it works just like that. So let's review. iPad into special dongle, being powered so that your iPad doesn't die. USB that comes with any audio interface that has at least 2 outs, come out of your dongle from the iPad to power your interface, and then come out stereo, left, right, main outs, left, right, into 2 direct boxes, and make sure that your click and cues are not being fed through the house and that your loops and tracks are being fed through the house. Reminder of the settings, Make sure you have your audio device and it's not set up to like the iPad out, and then just make sure all your buses are sent to wherever you want them. In my case, I wanted click and guide going out 1. Both of those are on channel 1, and everything else is on channel 2. When I was first setting up playback, I did all this and I didn't realize why I wasn't getting any sound. It was because all these were sent to different channels. So it's locked right now for whatever reason. Please disable auto pan. Oh, I have auto pan somewhere. Oh, right here. So if I were to disable that, go back to buses, it just puts it where it wants it, and you can adjust. So depending on which device you have, if you have a bunch of outputs, they would all show up here. So let's go back to general, auto pan, buses. Everything is the way I want it. We are good to go. All right, so before we go, 2 things. If you are new to tracks, like your playback is the first time you've ever used tracks, and you're wanting to know how to get an in-ear monitor mix to sound good in your ears, or just be able to teach your team, I created a free guide just for you with tips and links to certain in-ears and all kinds of stuff. My free gift to you, go download that. I think it's called my, I don't know, great mix every time in-ear download guideable. That's not it, but you can go check it out. I also saw this in my studio. This is the Behringer Euphoria UM2. This is a very budget interface that would work as well. And so I will link this down below. You would just go in USB like you are right here, like we did on the other one. It's just that these outs are, you know, not typical. These are the RCA outs, kind of like you see on an old TV. But if you had the converter and the little cables, it technically would work. I will put links to all this stuff down in the description so you can kind of go shopping and see what would be best for you. This is all pretty budget gear. So if you're trying to get up and running, hopefully that'll be helpful for you. If you think this video was helpful, share it with someone that you think could benefit from it. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.